New 2024 BMW M2 redesign, specs, release date. However, while it may share its underpinnings with the standard BMW 2 Series, the M2 will increase its performance significantly in 2024. It features a more aggressive look and a modified chassis, and its twin-turbocharged inline-six generates 453 horsepower, which is only 20 less than the M3's base engine output. We're crossing our fingers that the new M2 maintains the same excellent driving characteristics as the outgoing model. Both models include rear-wheel drive and a 6-speed manual transmission as standard equipment. BMW's latest xDrive 8 infotainment interface and a digital instrument cluster are just two examples of the upgraded technology in the second-generation M2. In addition, there are a wide variety of driver assistance options to choose from. Because of its high-performance capabilities and extensive standard features, the M2 has the potential to be both a track day star and an attractive daily car. We've been waiting for the M2 variant of the ordinary 2 Series coupe since it was redesigned. BMW has promised that the new model will be available to the public in April of 2023, so the long wait will soon be over. BMW has promised that the new model will be open to the public in April of 2023, so the long wait will soon be over. Since we're known to like manual transmissions, we'd go with the up ever since it was redesigned. Since we're known to like manual transmissions, we'd use the 6-speed base instead of the optional 8-speed automatic. We can also consider getting the M Drivers package for a higher peak speed of 177 miles per hour, instead of 155 miles per hour. As far as standard features go, the M2 has everything we'd want in a dedicated driver's car. New 2024 BMW M2 redesign. As soon as fans saw the new 2024 BMW M2 exterior photos, they began going through the 5 stages of grief in response to the stark contrast with the virtually universally beloved outgoing model. The 5th step, acceptance, may have yet to be reached by anyone. No one would mistake this vehicle for a beauty queen. Do you find it to be hostile, novel, and competitive? Yes, however, the aesthetic is distinguished by an excessive number of created pieces, the lines are not harmonic or flowing, and the issues start up front. However, we certainly recognize and applaud BMW's attempts to separate the M2 from the standard 2 Series. M2s may be easily identified by their distinctive set of headlights and squarer, horizontally oriented twin-kidney grille. These headlights are attractive in and of themselves, but the oddly rounded corners of the grille and the 3-section lower air intakes with their squared-off shapes detract from their otherwise clean design. The M double-spoke light alloy jet black wheels complement the power dome hood, the flared side skirts, and the swollen wheel arches, all of which identify this vehicle as the hottest M2. They have a front measurement of 19 inches and a rear measurement of 20 inches, and the bicolor finish is standard and free. As much as we adore the new 2024 BMW M2 Coupe from the front and sides, we're still determining the back. The most unattractive feature of the rear design is the vertically oriented reflectors, which are recessed into an unattractive bumper. However, they have been darkened and now sit above a huge diffuser insert and 4 round tailpipes. More downforce is produced by the rear spoiler lip, which is oddly understated in comparison to the rest of the confusing trunk. One of the 2 available roofs is a power moon roof, the glass area of which is 20% larger than before. That's the norm, but an M carbon roof panel is an option if you're concerned about weight. The carbon package, which includes the carbon roof and various other interior upgrades, and the Shadowline package, which provides M Shadowline lighting and darker exhaust finishes, are also available. Alpine White, Zandvoort Blue, and 3 metallics, Black Sapphire, Toronto Red, and Brooklyn Gray, are available on the BMW M2. Ultimately, they can only hide that the new vehicle's design is more appealing than its replacement. The 2024 new M2 is 4.1 inches longer than its predecessor, while it is just 1.3 inches wider and 0.3 inches lower than the previous model. The BMW M2 is 180.3 inches in length, 74.3 inches in width, not including mirrors, and 55.2 inches in height. BMW claims that additional interior space has been made available by increasing the wheelbase by 2.1 inches. The bigger M4 now has wider tracks that measure 63.7 inches in the front and 63.2 inches in the rear. The preceding M2's popularity stemmed mainly from the fact that, compared to other M vehicles, it was lighter and smaller, making it more fun to throw around a track. The new M2 manual weighs 3,814 pounds, while the M2 automatic weighs 3,867 pounds. Both are more than 200 pounds heavier than the previous M2 competition. Also indicative is the fact that the new M2 manual weighs only 16 pounds less than the entry-level M4. Interior. The new 2024 BMW M2 features the same layout as the average 2 Series coupe. Passenger space is sufficient for front seat riders, but those confined to the rear may wish you had splurged for a 3 Series sedan. The style is racy, and the front seats have dramatic bolstering and light-up M emblems. When you choose the carbon fiber package, the M2's interior is clad in carbon fiber, saving you 24 pounds of weight, and the standard sport seats are replaced with even sportier, more aggressive ones. There is one massive digital display that gives the driver all the information they could ever want. The M2's xdrive 8 infotainment system is accessed by a 14.9-inch touchscreen, seamlessly transitioning from a bigger 12.3-inch screen behind the steering wheel to a programmable gauge display. Navigation is standard, and a head-up display and a 5G connection are options. Engine. BMW's S58 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged inline-6 engine is the heart of the 2,024 square meters, producing a monstrous 453 horsepower and 406 lb-ft of torque. It's the same unit found in the M3 and M4, albeit with 20 fewer ponies and the same amount of torque. 2 transmission options are available to M2 buyers, a 6-speed manual and an 8-speed automatic. BMW says the M2 can reach 60 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds when fitted with the optional 8-speed automatic transmission and 4.1 seconds with the basic 6-speed manual transmission. The M2s are all rear-wheel drive. We had a chance to test drive a prototype M2 on a racetrack in Austria, but unhappily, our trip was cut short by a heavy downpour. Given that the previous generation M2 competition, with only 405 horsepower, managed a 3.9-second 0 to 60 miles per hour time on our test track, these numbers are likely conservative. Naturally, as befits an M vehicle, the 2 Series M has a finely tuned suspension and other chassis improvements that make it the quickest version of the 2 Series to complete a lap of a racetrack. We'll update this piece with our first thoughts and test results of the new model as soon as we can drive it. We'll get the M2 on our highway fuel economy test route at 75 miles per hour as soon as possible and report back. The EPA has estimated the M2's fuel economy to be 16 mpg in the city and 24 mpg on the highway when equipped with the 6-speed manual. When fitted with the 8-speed automatic, the highway rating drops to 23 mpg. Check out the EPA's website to learn more about the M2's gas mileage. New 2024 BMW M2 release date and price. The base MSRP for the new 2024 BMW M2 is $62,200, not including the $995 destination charge, which is just over $3,000 more than the previous generation's price. This is likely for the manual version. The automatic cost was kept a secret, although it should be close to $65,000. The 2024 square meters is one of the only vehicles in its class for which Audi and Mercedes-Benz do not have direct competitors. The Audi RS3 is its closest competitor in the United States, costing $58,900. It's a sedan, has 401 fewer horsepower than the M2, and comes with all-wheel drive as standard, all of which set it apart.